Today, I am reviewing the NIMO 15.6-inch AI creator laptop. If at any time you'd like to explore this product for yourself and grab it at a great price, be sure to check the links below the video. If you are currently hunting for a new laptop and you keep seeing these massive, inflated specs on budget machines that end up feeling sluggish after a month, you are not alone. I have been putting the NIMO 15.6-inch AI creator laptop through its paces for the last few weeks to see if it actually delivers on its promises, or if it is just another generic machine in a sea of lookalikes. The first thing you notice when you pull this out of the box is that it is clearly built for utility rather than flash. It is not trying to win any design awards for being the thinnest or the lightest, but that is actually a good thing because it means they invested the budget where it counts, the processor. This unit uses the AMD Ryzen 5 6600H, and that is a significant point to highlight. A lot of laptops in this price bracket tend to use U-series chips, which are designed primarily for battery efficiency at the cost of raw performance. The H-series chip here is a performance-focused processor. During my testing, I found that it handles multitasking surprisingly well. I spent a few days running heavy browser sessions with 30+ tabs open, a Zoom call, and a local instance of an AI-based text editor, and the system did not stutter. If you are a student or a remote worker who hates that laggy feeling when you switch between windows, this chip is the star of the show. Now, let's talk about the internals. You get 16 GB of DDR5 RAM and a 512 GB SSD out of the box. What I genuinely appreciate here is the upgradeability. A lot of modern laptops have soldered memory, which means you're stuck with whatever you buy on day one. With this NIMO machine, you have dual SODIMM slots and an M.2 2280 slot. I popped the back off, which was surprisingly straightforward, and confirmed that you can push this up to 64 GB of RAM and 4 TB of storage. If you want to see the current pricing or the specific configurations available, you can check the links below the video to explore that. The graphics performance is handled by the Radeon 660M. Let's be honest about what this is. It is an integrated GPU. It is not meant for high-end 4K video rendering or AAA gaming at maximum settings. However, for everyday light photo editing, casual gaming like League of Legends, or just handling multiple monitors for productivity, it is rock solid. It stays relatively cool compared to laptops with dedicated graphics cards, which is a major win if you are working from your lap or a cramped desk setup. One of the practical highlights for me was the port selection. I am absolutely tired of carrying around dongles just to plug in a mouse or an external drive. This laptop has 2 full-function USB-C ports, 3 USB-A ports, an HDMI port, and a micro SD card reader. It is a very no-nonsense approach that makes it a great choice for a home office or a dorm room where you just want to plug in and get to work. The 100-watt fast charging via USB-C is also a massive quality of life improvement. You can top the battery up fairly quickly, which is essential if you're moving between classes or coffee shops. However, no laptop is perfect, and there are some trade-offs you need to be aware of. The 15.6-inch 1080p display is perfectly functional for spreadsheets, writing, and streaming video, but it is not a color-accurate creative powerhouse. If your primary goal is professional-grade color grading for film or high-end graphic design, you will likely want to hook this up to a dedicated external monitor. Additionally, while the chassis is durable and professional, it doesn't have the premium, all-metal feel of a machine that costs 3 times as much. It is a workhorse, not a fashion statement. The fingerprint reader integrated into the touchpad is a nice touch, but it does take a little bit of getting used to in terms of placement. Once you get the muscle memory down, it saves a lot of time, but it's not as instantaneous as some of the high-end sensors you find on flagship devices. Also, keep in mind that the battery life is decent for a performance-oriented chip, but don't expect it to last for 12 hours of heavy rendering. It is designed for steady, daily throughput, not necessarily for a full day of off-the-grid usage without a charger nearby. I think the biggest value proposition for this laptop is the 2-year warranty and the fact that the assembly and support are handled in the United States. That is a rare level of peace of mind in this segment of the market. If you're a student, a remote worker, or a small business owner who needs a reliable machine that won't become obsolete in 12 months because you can't upgrade the RAM, this is a very strong contender. If you are looking for a gaming rig or a high-end creative workstation, you should look elsewhere, as you will be disappointed by the lack of a dedicated GPU and the standard screen color gamut. Ultimately, the NIMO laptop is for the person who values substance over style. It is for the person who wants a computer that starts up fast, handles a heavy workload without freezing, and gives them the freedom to upgrade parts as their career or studies advance. It is a straightforward, honest piece of hardware. If this sounds like the kind of machine that fits your daily workflow, feel free to check the links below the video to see the current price and explore the model options. It is a practical choice that prioritizes performance and longevity over the typical marketing fluff you see on a lot of other budget-friendly laptops.